the year. Happy holidays, everyone, from 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some mid-season NBA action. Alongside Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, I'm Kevin Harlan. Allie LaForce will be our reporter tonight on the sideline. Grizzlies will look to their home court advantage. Just one game here in Memphis.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside. That is incredible. Well, it's so tough trying to keep Edey off the boards. When he's being aggressive like this, he's a real wrecking ball.
Here's George. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Caldwell Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
It's George on the wing. And out of bounds as Memphis gains possession. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Well, the Grizzlies head coach had a few moments to share with me. I brought up Tyrese Maxey, and I asked him what makes him so hard to guard. He said, quote, to put things simply, his speed and his decision-making. He's one of the fastest guys in the game, and also picks smart shots to take. That combination is lethal. We'll see how his defense fares against Maxey tonight. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, thank you. And here we go. Fast break, and Morant's got it. On the wing, George. And we have an intentional foul there, G.A. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Edgecombe with it. Outside, George. Over Jackson.
Great defense from Jackson. We've said that before. He's as good as it gets on this end.
And it's Morant missing. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. It's a 5-point game. Plays it up off the glass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
The electric Ja Morant, the leader of this team, Stan. What's his focus need to be going forward?
Well, look, Kevin, I think it's pretty simple with Ja Morant. We know how good he is. Can he keep himself on the floor on a consistent basis, which for Ja means staying healthy and staying out of trouble. If he can do that, there's no question about his ability or his ability to lead this team.
Maxey attacking. George with no one around. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
And you love the way that PG can get you a bucket on and off the ball. That versatility speaks volumes.
Morant with it. George picks him up. Oh, he misses the dunk. Maxey deciding where to go with it. Maxey on the wing. Nifty move. And the rejection by Jackson. Morant outside. Outside for Jackson. Misses the three.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Here's George. And the rebound by Jaren Jackson.
It seemed like he changed his mind halfway through the layup, tried to go to something else, and flat out choked it.
Hits the layup after the sweet pump fake to freeze the D.
Yes, we know Jackson can nail threes, but at his core, he's a guy who wants the ball around the rim.
Out to the wing. Pass to Brown. Six on the shot clock. And he drives in. And they get it back. And it's Bona missing. And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Here's Morant.
Yeah, when Morant gets a step to the hoop, he's looking to drop a hammer on it.
Pass to Edgecombe. With his first shot attempt. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Morant outside. Fires high post. Again, Memphis.
Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little more.
Brown with it. He's picked up by Morant. Here's George. Up again. Here's Bona. George, no good.
Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
Morant looking around. Nice move. And then Morant slams it in.
Well, on a scale of 1 to 10, what do you say? You give Morant about an 11 there?
Outside, George. Shot to stop the run. The putback. Bona. Here's Edgecombe. It's rebounded by Memphis. And so the timeout here called by Thomas Isolo. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. So it's both teams making substitutions here. Here's Morant. He's got 10. And Coach Van Gundy, the big name for Memphis is Ja Morant. But his superstar trajectory hitting a little bit of turbulence.
Well, some of those troubles were self-inflicted, Kevin, but also questions about his high-flying style. As he said himself, the falls can take it out of you.
Now Grimes. And he makes good on the layup.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Simmons looking it over. Memphis moving it around. Back to Jackson. Just 4 to shoot. Fades back. The offensive rebound. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Really tough to disrupt the rhythm of Jackson Jr. on that shot.
We've known about Jaren Jackson Jr.'s defensive acumen, but GA much improved as a scorer as well.
Yeah, her range out beyond the arc and his handle, I think it's underrated. One of the top two-way bigs in our league.
Here's Grimes. Oh, good on the three.
And they have a narrow edge here in rebounding early on, and you wonder what kind of a role that's going to play moving forward. Goodness, Ben Simmons, unreal.
Here's Grimes. Here's Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
For Memphis, they have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws, so those are numbers you'll be happy with.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. The free throw drops for Jerome. And you think about the style of Sixers head coach Nick Nurse. Greg, what stands out to you?
He just has a willingness to experiment and adapt. That's a real asset with some of the challenges this roster has faced. And a big part of why this front office brought him in.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Jerome.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
27 seconds left in the first. Pass to Watford. Taken away. And it's Memphis on the break. Outside Williams. Now here's Jackson. Covered by Watford. Here's Simmons. The Grizzlies with another miss.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he wins on it.
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies with a 14-point lead as we... And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, the Grizzlies enjoying a nice lead here.
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report.
5 to shoot. 20 feet out. Maxey, no good.
Thin margin of error right there. You have to work for a better shot.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Morant off the bounce, and he can't jam it through.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Pass to Maxey. Here's Edgecombe. Still scoreless.
When the defense is playing off you like that, you want to be able to convert, but that time he just couldn't get it done.
And they double up Morant. Wells' shot is good.
And they've repeatedly broke inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
It's Brown with the drive. And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. Outside for George. No one near Maxey as he lets it fly. The 76ers with another miss. Going inside. Back to Morant. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
It's Morant with the drive. 4 on the shot clock.
Well, you could really feel Brown's defensive focus there. He was determined to affect the shot.
Outside, Maxey. Outside, George. Over Jackson. Another miss by Philadelphia.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Caldwell Pope outside. Good, and a nice assist from Morant. Caldwell Pope got 6.
Well, that's what Caldwell Pope is out there to do. A terrific shooter from three-point land.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. John Morant looking to lead the way. He said, I set the tone. My teammates feed off of it, and I love to compete. That's how we all grew up, playing on the blacktop outside, competing at a high level when there was no cameras around. Kevin?
He's got that alpha mentality. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks. Count that bucket. 12 points for him.
Well, this is Morant at his very best. His teammates need to just continue getting him the ball and letting him do his thing. Well, he's so potent offensively. It's easy to draw up plays for him.
And it's Morant missing. The 76ers trailed by 16. Outside, George. Baz to Edgecombe. Baseline try. Wells grabs the miss.
Well, when they're playing off you, you have to make them pay. And he could.
Jackson is doubled. Now here's Wells. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Well, it's good to see Edey show off his passing skills. The more dimensions he has to his game, the better off he'll be.
And it goes down 2 points.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Edey from down low. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here.
Jump ball is called on the floor.
Shot clock at 6. Here's Morant. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my. You know why Morant makes those dunks look so easy? He's got a 44-inch vertical. That's unbelievable. Another miss. At some point, they need to tap someone else for a boost offensively.
What a unique skill set Jaren Jackson Jr. coach brings to the floor.
No question, Kevin. He's a two-way player, a defensive player of the year who also has proven he can be a primary scorer, and he can score it from the three-point line, or he can put it on the floor and go to the basket. Plus, he's got a post game. This is one of the most versatile players in the league.
Pass to Edey. Morant outside. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Maxey.
Well, when Edey gets the ball there, it usually generates points of some kind.
In this Grizzlies organization, Greg, not afraid to innovate.
Yeah, we see that with the offense they've implemented. Different from just about any other team in the league. Rather than pick and roll, it's much more predicated on off-ball shifts and cutting.
So both teams changing it up here. And he makes the first, but misses the second. You often hear that the skill level in the league has never been higher, Greg, and some say this is the peak of the game. What do you think?
And I'll tell you this, Kevin. I'm not... If the league can improve upon this, the sky is really the limit.
And that one is good from Jerome. And the Grizzlies lead by 18.
I love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless, building this lead in every way possible.
His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
There's the drive. Grimes with the bucket.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
There's Caldwell Pope. Score the basket, his third after 5 shots.
Well, nice turnaround for him here in the second quarter. He had a cold start, but never lost his confidence.
Pass to Grimes. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry. Grimes has got his third bucket of the night.
Well, Lowry is a veteran playmaker. He's going to spot those openings on the floor.
Grizzlies making a switch here. To the paint. Here's Jackson. And Jackson throws it down hard.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
That one goes in.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Now here is Lowry. Still yet to score. Into the lane. And Drummond throws it down.
Once Drummond gets the ball there, you can kiss it goodbye.
Pass to Jerome. Banked in off the glass. Jerome's got 6 here in this quarter.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
Here's Grimes. Now Watford. Back to Grimes. Philadelphia needs to get a shot off. Good if it goes. That shot, no good. And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies sitting on a 21-point lead to end the quarter. The defensive work they've done against Paul George has been a big factor. He hasn't done anywhere near the kind of damage we expected. Right back after this break. And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. And timeout called by Nick Nurse. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Coach, I know you're familiar with Caldwell Pope's game from coaching him early in his career.
Yeah, look, Kevin, and he's just continued to get better and better. And like most veterans, well, no one gets to the hole better than Ja. His first step is unreal.
Outside, George. Oh, good on the triple.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Here's Morant.
He's put on a show for these fans.
I can't believe he pulled that one out in the course of an actual game. And that one's good. Maxi's got 6 points.
And with how explosive Maxey is, he's not your average guard in the paint.
And here's Morant. He's got 18. Fires it up. Morant with another miss. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And so Morant will bring it up for the Grizzlies. And when this game is done with, they'll be off to Los Angeles, taking on the Lakers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's Simmons. Hits the outside fadeaway. 8 points for him.
They've got the offense clicking. 3 for 4 to start the half and looking confident.
A solid facilitator. I like whenever Maxey looks to get his guys involved.
Pass to Simmons. Conchar on the wing. Now Jackson. Here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
Precise delivery on the pass. Led him perfect.
Left side, George. Count it. George has got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Outside, Simmons. The teardrop falls in. Simmons got 12 in the game.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Brown's shot is good.
Look, Brown's a great athlete. I love to see him work inside.
Outside, Williams. Simmons inside. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway.
Fading away. He makes that shot harder than it needs to be.
Pass to Edgecombe. Maxey on the wing. Can't hit from in close. Jerome with it. 8 points for him. Jackson with the screen. Floats one. Count it. Good. He's got 10. So it's Philadelphia now. Right side, George. Off target with his 3.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
To the middle. Outside for Simmons. Pass to Jerome. Fires from deep. Maxey grabs the miss.
Well, the defense got lucky there. More often than not, he's making that shot.
Brown outside. And the rebound goes to the Grizzlies. Here's Conchar. The three-pointer, no good. Now Brown. Outside, George. And it's Vince Williams with the foul. That's his first foul.
Timeout.
Timeout called. The Grizzlies.
Let's give a warm welcome.
Both teams deciding to change it up. Outside Lowry. In the corner, it's Watford. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Shot from the top of the key. Shot by Grimes. No good.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Pass to Jackson. Now here's Simmons. And Simmons slams it in.
And this is how Simmons puts up points. He challenges you close at the rim more often than not, having the physical advantage.
Here's Grimes. It's Drummond, high post. Off the mark, and the drought continues.
That's a defender doing just enough to cause a miss on the layup.
Back to Simmons. Fades and shoots. And it's Grimes with the rebound. And here's Lowry. He'll bring it up for the Philadelphia 76ers. And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Grizzlies last season retired the jersey number of the grind father, defensive ace Tony Allen, the player who coined the grit and grind motto that came to define the franchise in the 2010s. Allen was a perennial all-defense selection in Memphis, and his hard-nosed play set the tone. Back to you guys.
All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Philadelphia. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Pass to Drummond. And Drummond throws it down.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
Woo, one of his favorite moves right there, guys. Now Caldwell Pope. Jacks up a 3. It's Drummond with the rebound. 1:06 left to play in the third. Pass to Watford. Now Hauser. Outside Lowry. Here's Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Wow, what a pass there. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
Pops in the layup for 2. Lowry's got his first points in this one.
Yeah, Lowry uses a mix of speed and excellent court awareness to finish the fast break off successfully.
Caldwell Pope with a wide open look. Drills the three-pointer. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points now in the quarter. And Philadelphia calls time here. There's 21 seconds left here in the third quarter. Outside Lowry. Pass to Grimes. Off target from outside. 1 second left. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead in this one may already have been decided.
Philadelphia, 41.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And here are the Grizzlies now. Pass to Wells. Morant right side. Driving inside. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
Yeah, he might want to avoid looking over at the bench for a little bit here. A missed dunk like that is infuriating to a coach.
Maxey, no good. And so here's Memphis. It's Morant with the drive. Edey. 2 points. That one goes. Edey's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Grizzlies. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, believe it or not, that's only his first turnover. Taking care of the ball.
Morant outside. The shake. Pass to Wells. And here's Morant. Down low. Here's Edey.
Now you see here just how good Morant is at spotting opening, then moving the ball into them.
Here's Maxey. The kick out to Brown. So, coach, in the last 26 years, only 3 Eastern Conference teams have been NBA Finals favorites. Anything need to change there?
You know, I really don't think so, Kevin. I'm not sure it matters to people. I mean, the NBA Finals, you're going to have one team from the East, one team from the West, and people are going to watch because you're down to the last series for a championship. I think it's a conversational point to talk about one conference dominating, but I don't think in a given year fans really care.
When it comes to Jaylen Brown, Greg, what qualities does he add to a team?
Well, I love how active and physical he is. He poses such a difficult challenge on both sides of the ball. With a Finals MVP award to his credit, you know he's as mentally tough as anyone in our league.
Inside. And the dunk by Edey.
And they're getting points. They're getting stops. This is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
From deep, Maxey. Another miss by Philadelphia.
Yeah, you wonder what is he thinking right now. He's not shooting the ball well, and shots like that only hurt his team more.
Here's Morant. Oh, the power on that
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
Well, clearly the defense has had no answer for them. Might be time to try something different.
6 to shoot. Pass to Edgecombe. Shoots over Wells. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over.
Well, that's an unforced error. If you want to drive your coach crazy, that's the way to do it.
Now a timeout called by Memphis. And Memphis making a change here. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Outside, Simmons. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Screen by Simmons. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. Shoots over Edgecombe. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. Ball's knocked loose. And it's Paul George with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Here's Jerome. It's in, and he's a very efficient 5 for 6 on the game.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Outside for Caldwell Pope. Outside, Simmons. Edgecombe with the steal. Brown wide open. He fired. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brown's got 4 this quarter.
Well, when you're as polished and practiced a shooter as Brown, there's no reason to hesitate.
Caldwell Pope for 3. Jaylen Brown with the rebound. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the 76ers. Stan, we've seen teams make surprising playoff runs only to falter the next year. Team trajectory's not always a straight line, clearly.
No, absolutely, Kevin. I would think in most cases it's not a straight line. Because, look, the other teams are all trying to win, too. That's what makes things different. So you might be slightly off the next year and someone else makes a big jump, and then it looks like your decline is a lot bigger than it is. Every year is a new year.
Memphis with the ball. They're on a 14-4 run right now. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Back to Simmons. Edgecombe with the steal. George looking around. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
And moving George around the floor keeps the defense guessing.
And here's Jackson, defended by George. Now here's Simmons. Off the mark with the outside fadeaway. And George, here we go. No one near Edgecombe as he lets it fly. No good with the triple. Up top, Jerome. And GA, you look at all these great European players. Some saying that youth development in the U.S. could emulate aspects of what they're doing overseas in their systems.
Well, it's already going in that direction. Youngsters able to, in essence, go pro from their early teens. But the academies they've set up over there, they are, no doubt, intriguing.
To the left side wing. And he converts the layup. Jerome's got 4 points this quarter.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity. They got to show some fight.
And it's Bona missing.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Grizzlies.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
And they not only lightened the load, the subs did nothing less than guarantee a win.
And every win important. And this one will go down as win number 3.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Ja Morant.
Well, bottom line, he was just unstoppable at times. Not much you can do when he's playing with that kind of confidence.
Hauser with the ball. And it's Lowry penetrating. And the rejection by Clark. It's stolen. To the inside. outside Jackson. We've got 33 seconds left in the game. To the right side. Just 5 on the clock. To the paint. And that one's good by Clark.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
Here's Lowry, and the layup's good off the glass.
And defensively, that's just not going to cut it.
So no problem for Memphis as they get the win. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really